We are driving the sternum down toward the ground with the arms in flexion so that they are parallel to one another. We got maximum extension of elbow and wrist, maximum external rotation, and then press the palms away from your body. And while we are resting, let's continue with our exercise demonstration for exercises to help with spinal decompression. And right now, I'm going to be demonstrating the T2-T3 ELDOA. This exercise is meant to create space between the T2-T3 vertebra. And with regard to the T2-T3, this can affect motions like your extension of the spine, rotation of the spine, lateral flexion of the spine, and also elevation and depression of the rib cage. The nerve plexus that is going to be most affected is going to be the sympathetic plexus, and the nerve that can be affected can be the intercostal nerve. This can manifest as weakness in your spinal extensors, rotators, and lateral flexors, and also pain or paresthesia in the superior pectoral area, the ribs, and also the medial upper arm and the medial elbow. If you are experiencing any of those symptoms, go ahead and give the T2-T3 ELDOA a try. With regard to the setup position, we are going to be in a quadruped position to start, so we're a 4-point. And then for this one over here, this is a bilateral exercise, meaning we just need to perform it on the one side. From this position, what we want to do is we want to bring our arms into flexion. So the shoulders, we want to slowly walk them forward, and we want them parallel to one another. So we're just going to walk those forward. From this position over here, we want the hips and knees stacked above one another. We want retroversion of the pelvis. We want a flat lumbar spine, a flat thoracic. We want retropulsion of the cervical spine by tucking the chin in. The crown of the head is pushing in the opposite direction. Then the sternum, we want to push the sternum down toward the ground. And then at the actual arms, we want to go into maximum extension of elbow and wrist, maximum external rotation by turning those palms out. And we're pushing the palms in the opposite direction of the coccyx. So everything is moving in opposites. The coccyx is moving away from our body. The palms are moving in the opposite direction. Same with the crown of the head. And just to recap on all of the positions, we got the hips flexed so that they're just above the knees. We got retroversion of the pelvis. The coccyx is pushing away. We have a flat lumbar spine, a flat thoracic spine, retropulsion of the cervical spine by keeping the chin tucked in. Our eyes are looking down between our thighs to put the dura mater under tension. We are driving the sternum down toward the ground with the arms in flexion so that they are parallel to one another. We got maximum extension of elbow and wrist, maximum external rotation, and then press the palms away from your body. And we are going to maintain that for 1 minute. After 1 minute, we can slowly come on out of the posture. If you are experiencing any neurological symptoms or any muscle weakness or pain or paresthesia in any of the muscles that I mentioned, go ahead and give the T2-T3 ELDOA a try. This is going to be great. Again, if you have any type of weakness in your spinal extensors, rotators, or lateral flexors, as well as pain or paresthesia in the superior pectoral area, the rib cage, or the medial upper arm and medial elbow. During the next rest period, I'm going to be demonstrating the T3-T4 ELDOA, but for right now, our rest period is up. It is time for set number 2. That was just a tiny taste of what can be found in my members only section. If you enjoyed it, become a member for only $5 a month to get access to hundreds of member only videos.